What's up, guys? We are live, and it is Saturday. What is today? It's a great day. Today is Saturday, November 7th. It's about 4:49 in the afternoon, and we're going to do some repairs. We actually had some plans today, but the wife isn't feeling very good today, so they kind of fell through. But we like to take that as an opportunity to educate you guys and do some more live repairs. Almost didn't make it this week. Almost didn't do one this week. I've been trying to stay consistent and do these weekly, but you know, things happen and you get caught up. But I have been busy. I've actually got a bunch of tutorials for you guys coming, like 3 or 4 that I have shot, and I'll get those edited hopefully this weekend, and I'll just kind of sprinkle them out throughout the week. Trying to get those numbers up, trying to get those viewing numbers in. As always, I appreciate you guys showing up, and I appreciate your business, but you didn't come here to hear me ramble on. You came here to see me fix some toys. We're going to fix some toys. I don't really know what I'm going to start out with today. I've got very large box. Let's start with the biggest box we've got. This comes from a man named James. So let's open this up. Let's see what's going on here. So I can bump up the old. There we go. Make sure I don't reveal any addresses. Let's see what we got going on here. I don't know what this is. Generally, I'll take bets. This is a big box, though. No weird smells. That's always a promise. It's a plus. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I remember this. I remember talking to the guy about this. So, I forget where this is from. I'm always really... Oh, yeah, I forgot he had an extra thing that he wanted to throw in the box. Ooh, this is cool. Oh, this is sad but cool. So it looks like we've got a... Bro, this is like... What is this? Like a griffin? It's like some kind of... No? I don't know what this is, but it looks really neat. Look at What's up, Billy Moon and Tom? How's it going, guys? Weekend's alright, you know? I mean... Yeah. It's good. It's really good. Let's see what we got here. Wow, this is cool. This is super cool, man. I'm not sure what line this is from. If anybody knows, let me know, but golly, this is cool. Hey, would you guys let me know if the audio sounds good? Is there a buzz? Is there any kind of weird buzz going on? Does it sound good? Just want to double check, make sure it sounds good. Ah, there's our problem. Oh, wow. Nothing. Wow, there's just nothing gripping this thing. I see the problem now. Oh, okay. I don't know if he said the leg was busted off when it got here. That's not good. Well, that's a terrifying sound. Well, the leg goes back on, so that's good. Okay, that must have just come off during shipping, which is terrifying. Ship tracking. Even though he had his stuff wrapped up pretty well, these things get banged around, and you know how the postal service is. So I see the issue here. Problem is that the piece that... Let's see if I can shine some light on this situation. There we go. So you can see right here, this is like a lot of the Build-A-Figures from DCUC and all the DC Build-A-Figures, really. Said I have a slight echo. Hang on a second. Okay, how about now? Is there no echo now? So it looks like I had 2 audio inputs going on. I just want to make sure that there's no buzz. I remember last time we had like an issue with the buzz in the audio. Just trying to fine tune some things and see what it looks like. Man, this is gonna be a this is gonna be a bit of a chore. I had an idea. I thought this thing was broke. Oh boy. Let's zoom up here. I have to hold this one. What's up, Oreo Omega? Evan Warrior, thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm glad you guys are here. Oh boy, this is how do I need like a tool that expands at the tip and pulls out there. Let's see. See if I got any. If I've got any things in here that might work. All right. Okay, let's see what we got here. This might work. Nope. Nope, it's not gonna work. Golly, I've got to figure out how to get this thing out. This is crazy. Boy, this is gonna be an exciting episode. Let's see what else we got over here. Ow, something just stabbed me. Just a big old box of fun random tools, and look at that little hammer. I don't know if I've ever used that before. No, I need something with like a good end on it. I think I talked about these before. These are like the silicone end for sculpting. They are like got the silicone end on them. Let me see if I can turn this down a little bit. There we go. But they've also got rounded ends. These are great for like whenever you're painting a like a head off of a marble legend or something that pops off. You can stick it on these and it won't really warp it. Man, I don't want to try to crack this thing open because it's pretty. Looks like it's made fairly solid. Cracking something like this. This looks expensive. Whatever this is, it looks very expensive. A lot of movement here as well. I can see what went wrong. This is bothering me. So the question is, how do I get this thing it's just dangling around in here, this little loose piece. This sucks. I'm not gonna lie. What the heck? I might have to go on to something else. This isn't gonna be the most exciting thing. This is golly, it's really in there. Oh man, gosh, anybody got any suggestions? I need something that I can push in here to pull it out. This is when you start getting like stupid. Like, here's an Iron Fist foot. Maybe that'll work. Watch, this is gonna be like the new. Oh, you know what? Actually, hang on. If I were to take this, heat up the foot, pop the peg out, alright, see what happens here. I've got this little funky peg. I'm wondering if I can get into some of these slots in here. Come on. Come on. get it lined up. God, dude, this thing really doesn't want to play ball today. It's kind of lined up. Man, it got pushed in. This is crazy. That's the Griffin from Motu. It's Beastman's Battle Cat, really. Things are solid. Yeah, it is, man. This thing is crazy, Craig. Really crazy. I'm getting like kind of desperate. I'm gonna see if I can like hook one of these little pieces in here. Yeah, it's like I need like a... You know what? I do have some dental tools that I might be able to use. Because it looks like I need to hook the thing with a... You can see those little divots in there. And these are, honestly, these joints are really cheap. It's just a flimsy piece of plastic in order for the peg to click in and then stick. And I don't know, I can't tell if like while he was, I don't know if this, Craig, can you tell me if this is assembled? Does this come assembled? Or do you have to put the pieces in like a Build-A-Figure? Because it reminds me of, I had a Killer Croc break on me actually from that last line that they put out. And I'll tell you what, I couldn't get that thing fixed. I had to actually swap out a piece from an extra King Shark that I had. So, I got hair on me. Maybe I can use the end of this. So this comes assembled. So that's weird. What about the wings? Thanks, Bob, for that. Does everybody else hear a buzzing? Everybody else said it sounded great, and now I've got a buzzing coming through. If I gotta change out the audio, I can. So I can go from... Now I'm using this audio. Does that sound better to y'all? I don't want it to have buzzing. That's what I don't want. Okay, the buzzing should be gone then. So this actually works pretty well to get a hold of it. How far does this thing go in? Okay, this goes in relatively far. Cool. That's weird. So the microphone that comes with the Mac, good. The microphone you got to pay like $200 or $300 more for buzzes. So yeah, I'll sound a little more distant coming from here because it's for some reason the microphone on the... I wonder if there's a... Hang on, I wonder if there's a setting for that. Let's see. Let's try this. Let's while we're here. Input, output. Wonder if that'll go up. Oh, hey, there we go. How's that sound? Is that better? So what I did was I swapped from my camera, this camera here, if I could ever find it, that one. Now maybe the volume should actually be higher, seeing that I just put the audio up. Think that should have fixed it. What do you guys think? Just let me know. Just trying to make this right. I think that's, yeah, cool. Right on. Right on. Good deal. Cool. Awesome. We just needed to bring that input up. All right, right on. Okay, so, yeah, here we are again with this thing. Oh. Okay, I think I'm getting it to where it needs to be. The problem that we're going to run into here is that even though I've got this pressed up against it, I think as soon as I try to plug this in, it's just going to pop that thing right back in, and we're going to be right back to square one. So what I think I'm going to have to do here is, oh man, my question is the fact that it spins. So I can't just super glue this thing in place, because it actually needs to lock in and be able to swivel. I've got it moved up further. Oh, wow, that actually popped it back. How in the world did that pop it back? Man, this is going to be something. Because I can't super glue it in place, so it'll keep it in place. Can't tell if there's nothing rattling around in there, so nothing's broken. It's just this piece that holds the wing in has got itself dislodged. So I don't know how to get it any closer. Whew, this is about as annoying as dealing with the spring function on any kind of figure. Man, trying to get it. I'm trying to go in at each side here. You can see those that little divot right there is where I'm gonna see if I can. Yeah, that right there. So what I'm trying to do is get in it and pry it closer without breaking it. I just want to hear like a satisfying like kind of a pop, so that it's like back in place, but I don't think I'm gonna get that. I really don't. That might have been a good sound. I don't know if that was a good sound or not. No, pop right back in. Dang, this is crappy. Yeah, there's no. I'm just wondering how this thing was attached in the first place. I gotta find a way to keep it in place. And I'm wondering if I could super glue one little spot, let that dry, and then press that in, it click in, and then just turn it, and it just breaks free from that one little spot. That might work. That's a big might. Maverick, I don't think I've hit my viewing hours yet. No, I think I'm like a little over halfway there. It's a long road, man. It is a long road to 4,000. Let me tell you, I haven't even checked in a little while. So, but like I said, I do have I've got some new tutorials for you guys coming. I recorded about 3 or 4 of them, and they're like little problems and fun things. Like I did one on how to reattach a Hush Batman cape, which seems to be a recurring issue. I did one on how to tighten joints with super glue, which is a big one. What's up, Oscar? Happy Saturday to you, man. And then I've got, I can't remember. I got some more. I got more coming up. But I just rebuilt a Mezco joint from scratch, and I did a time lapse on that, which will be kind of fun. All right, so yeah, so what I'm going to try and do here is add a little super glue, just the smallest amount of super glue, and try to basically lock just one little piece in place. The only other option I could see here is to, I don't know, I'm really not sure actually. Okay. So I've added a spot of super glue, about right, just right here on the corner. And I want to make sure that it's as flush as I can get it. which it's pretty good. And so what I'm hoping is going to happen here is that when I press this in, it's going to lock that in. And even if that does come free, this will keep it from moving forward anymore. But we'll see. I don't know if it needs to be locked into a certain position in there or if something needs to be like brought forward. Because this thing does not look like, and even Craig, yeah, I thought about a dental hook, but even that's not going to do it. This thing needs to be pushed in from the opposite side, it looks like. This is some real hardcore engineering. If I could just pop this thing in half, because it does look like I do see a seam forming right here, which is promising. And there's also a seam under the neck, but these things are so, I mean, this is a 4 horseman design. The sculpt is what you're paying for. So I don't want to mess with that at all. And this thing is beautifully done. Really cool. But I'm gonna let the super glue on this baby dry. And while that's happening, let's take a look at what's in door number 2. Good Lord. If I don't give you a freaking seizure. Bye-bye, crappy Iron Fist. I do not like the white outfit on Iron Fist at all. Not a fan. I believe Craig said that is Beastman's, like, kind of like Beastman's Battle Cat, so his ride. Oh, interesting. Huh. Oh, this is a Marvel Legends. Hella, I thought it was a Mezco. Oh, thank God. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Greg, yeah, Greg Rosenberger. Sir, your figures are on their way. They shipped out the other day. They shipped out yesterday, I believe. Yeah, yesterday. And those were some repairs, man. Those were crazy. I did the, oh yeah, I actually did that's what I did. I did another tutorial on the Punisher Mezco wrist. So it'll show you how to fix wrists. I haven't done the Psylocke yet, but basically I looked up, I think his name's Deceptic Optics, Arvin Trinidad. I've known him forever. He's a collector. He actually did it first. He's the first one I know of that did the shortening of Psylocke, and so I actually have his method saved. I don't know if I'm going to use his method exactly, but I did ask his permission if it would be cool if I did a YouTube video over it, and he said it's totally cool. So, in 2 spots. So, for right now, we're going to fix this Marvel Legends Hella wrist peg. Or, excuse me, elbow. It's basically a wrist peg, though. So we're going to heat her up. And we're going to take our little flathead screwdriver. Make sure it's in the shot. Get in behind it and get this puppy out. God dang. If it wants to come out. Oh my God. Where's my flatheads? Oh, this is just being a pain in the butt. God dang. Sometimes these things just do not want to come out. God. This is crazy. Where are my... I can't use my cutters here to grab a hold of it. There we go. Jeez. I never know the point of the points on these pegs. like right here, like the little edge here. It's like what? All right. So let's see what happened. Did I see the McFarlane Bizarro and Jon Stewart? No. Is there a new Jon Stewart coming out? I might. I might buy that. I love Jon Stewart. He's my favorite. Man, those Robin Crows have like tripled on the secondary market in value, and they are not worth $60 at all. No, I think even if I saw those, I don't think I would get one. I didn't buy the. I don't like that design. I don't like the Batman who laughs. I think actually all those designs are those are pretty silly. I can't believe that's gone on as long as it has. But the reason it's gone on so long is because it's Batman. So I get it. I do want the Drowned just because I think her design is good. The designs are fun. I think the designs for the metal and stuff like that are fun, but I can't believe that they're actually spending money on that as a storyline. That's crazy to me. But I guess Batman's the only thing that sells, so that's weird to me, man. It makes me sad because like going back, I think about whenever the New 52 hit, and Animal Man and Swamp Things comics. Man, Animal Man had one of the best comics, arguably the best comics in the New 52 lineup, and I don't think it just didn't get the recognition it deserved, which is really sad because it was a fantastic read, man. When they go on about the green and the red and all of that lore is really, really, really awesome. If you guys haven't read that, you should definitely go back and check out the Animal Man for the New 52 run. It is phenomenal. It'll give you a whole new respect, and I guarantee you some of you will be like, oh man, Animal Man's dope. I didn't know that. So let's back this up a little bit. So what's causing this? What caused this to break? Gosh, it's stuck. That's what? Jeez. Okay. Seems to be unstuck now. God, these ratchets are just terrifying sometimes. So this is going to be work. This is going to go one of two ways. I'm going to drill into here. You can actually see where it broke. There's a little hole right there. Yeah, so that's where the peg broke. I'm going to drill a hole in here. And so I'm going to use the 1mm drill bit. And actually this one's actually been broken. They're usually longer than that. I believe this is correct. Yep. Yeah, I broke this one the other day on something, which it looks like it's about time to order some new 1mm pieces. I've only got 3 left. All right. Yeah, I agree, Craig. It's very lazy. Although I did like the first run of Metal. I guess the main story was kind of fun. It was fun. I wouldn't say it was a great story, but it was fun. Um, the whenever the heroes got like their nth armors and stuff, and then to pair up Aquaman with Deathstroke was this kind of awesome. Just because me and one of my best friends, Ryan, we both love those characters. I love Aquaman, and he's a Deathstroke fan, so it was kind of fun to see those two um, partner up, even for a short time. Okay, so let's drill a hole here into the hole. So you saw how far that went in. That clearly would have hit the peg that is keeping this from, coming out. So what we want to do is move this before we put our screw in, because otherwise, if that hole went all the way through, then the screw will too, and we don't want that. So I got a screw over here already. Okay, and now we're going to take our peg and we're going to put a hole in this too. Alright, so now we've got our hole through our peg as well. And then we will put our screw through the peg from the opposite end of where the drill bit entered. Which, man, this thing is bothering me. This stupid tip. Bye. Get rid of that. It's just causing problems. I have to check out the new Jon Stewart. I like Jon Stewart. Although I've got the Mafex one, and I kind of like the design they did with that. I like that. I kind of like that Mafex. Excuse me. What am I saying? Mezco. I kind of like that Mezco does their own kind of design sometimes, but it seems like it works really well with DC and not so much with Marvel. I don't know. I don't like. I think I've bought. I'm trying to think of how many Marvel figures I have from Mezco, and it is way lower than any of the DC ones I've got from Mezco. Let's go screw this in. And actually, it doesn't look like we'll have to cut this one straight. That went in pretty well. That's about as far as this thing's going to go in, I believe. So that's actually a pretty good little guide. Cool. So now that we've tested it, we're going to take it back out. Man, I just need to find a good spot for the camera that always is on. I'm the worst. I can never like figure out where I'm going to be at, and I'm bad about not looking up at the screen. And I've done I did this with a few tutorials. I've gone through like 15 minutes and I look up and I'm like here or here or here. It's ridiculous. Oh, that's cool. Oreo Omega said if any of y'all have the old DC icons, Hal Jordan, his accessories work great with Mezco Green Lanterns. Nice, thanks. Yeah, and they had some pretty cool accessory packs with those, if I'm not mistaken. All right, let's take our super glue. And we're going to add some here at the base, not at the tip of the screw, because we're going to add the tip after we get this inserted here. Clamp that. Screw this in. Yeah, Oreo Omega says my entire Justice League display is mostly Mezco. They've made the best version of those guys. I agree, minus the Superman. I think the Superman looks pretty rough. I didn't buy him. I gotta wait on that, and I don't really like Superman, so I don't really care. The only reason I want a Superman in my display is because, like, my best friend Ant, he loves him. So it's just to represent him. It's literally just to represent him. That's all. Am I getting the Miles game for PlayStation 5? Probably not. Definitely not right off the bat. I'm getting Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I've already played Spider-Man. Like, it was really fun. It's a really cool game, but I'm not a big enough Spider-Man fan to play through that game again. It was really, really fun, but there's like so many options out there for other games that I love Miles, but it's like I just don't want to play that game again. It's just not. And maybe it feels like maybe it feels free, maybe. But yeah, I'm just not a big enough fan to get it again. Yeah, now Mafex Superman looks amazing because he's Hush. All the designs in Hush, man, I love them, except for Scarecrow. So since we added some super glue to the tip there, and now we've got our peg back in. Before we cut this, we want to test it. It doesn't seem to be doing what we want though. Oh shoot! Ha! It broke the peg. Wow! It broke the screw tip off. Well, that sucks. Oh man, I can't believe that just happened. Oh, man, I can't believe that just happened. Dang it. I have no idea. Oh, man, this might have been an old screw that I had from yesterday. Dang, that would have been that was a solid fix until that happened. Let's but nevertheless, when you're in the Toychanic hobby, you got to figure out ways around these things. Man, that thing just broke right off. Okay, so if that happens, here's what we do. Since now we've got a little screw in here that's not going to be coming out anytime soon. What we're going to do is take a sanding bit and we're going to smooth this out. All right. So now that we've smoothed that out, we're going to take our needle nose pliers and we're going to just hide our mistake. Which that should be pretty good. I don't think we're going to see that if it bends out. So make sure how much room we got. So basically what you want to do is kind of keep it in the position where it's going to be hidden no matter where the arm is bent. So here it is right here. We want to go in more because this arm isn't going to be bent backwards. It's going to be bent forward more than backwards. Yep, let's bend this back, so it's right here. All right, get rid of this junk screw, and we're going to repeat the process again. What's up, Danko? Glad you're here, man. Thank you for showing up. So we're going to screw another hole in, drill another hole in, excuse me. Fortunately, this time we didn't have our little hole guide, but that's okay. We're going to take it after the hole's in, move it up. All right. And now we're going to get ourselves a fresh screw. Man, that was weird. That thing just snapped right off. I think that's one I had the other day that I was messing with. Yeah, I should have tested that beforehand. All right. Let's see if this one will go all the way through as well. So, fresh screw. Kai Cooper, how's my weekend? Oof. Ah, Craig, you're a sweetheart. Kai, my weekend is busy. I did get some, I got some new pickups though. Did you guys get anything cool this week? I got a very interesting mixed bag. I got something that I really, really like here. See, that's gonna have to straighten this one out. We'll have to straighten this one out so it goes in further, but I found this for $58 and I bought it. It's got me the original speeder bike. And no, it's not because of the Mandalorian. Although I did get that one on pre-order because it's awesome. This is my favorite Stormtrooper guy. Like you guys know, I'm not a huge Star Wars guy, although I'm getting there. I've been watching the Clone Wars on recommendation from my buddy Ryan and Corey from Casting Cave. They keep telling me to watch it. I'm not a big Anakin or Obi-Wan guy. Like I'm not a big Jedi guy. I like kind of like the I don't know, the smugglers and the bounty hunters. I think that's why I like Mandalorian so much. That and because it's shot amazing. But I've always loved these. I love this design. I think a lot of people love this design. It's just super cool. I got this for $58, which I didn't think was too bad after I looked up the prices. The only thing it's missing is the flight stand. So I think that's all it's missing. It might be missing something else. I don't know if it's supposed to have a clutch on it because I don't have that. Um, but yeah, so I'm just missing the flight stand. So kind of cool. I don't know about this for myself. I just really like it. I might set it up on like this little deal here or something. I don't know. We'll see. I just need a flight stand for it, which I can make with just wire, is what I'm probably going to do. Take an old coat hanger and drill a hole in the bottom. Do I know Mike Hawk? No, I don't. I do not know who Mike Hawk is. I just got 4 of the 3 McFarlane Merciless Build-A-Figures. Nice. Yeah, Kai, dude, that looks really cool, man. I like that design. Because it's not that different, you know? It's pretty much the same, only it's like a... You can buy the glider for White Rabbit. They use the same flight stand. White Rabbit. Like the Marvel Legends White Rabbit? A glider? From White Rabbit. Explain. What figure is that? The glider from White Rabbit. Oh, 5VF. Yeah, I picked up on that pretty quick. That's why I said it really, really slow. Get out of here. Get out of here with that dad joke. Ridiculous. Oh, got you. Oh yeah, man. Yeah. I do got my demo goblin over there. I guess that thing's weird though. It's like that weird triangle thing. I mean, heck yeah, if it fits, I might end up looking into another one of those. But White Rabbit certainly isn't hard to get either. she's 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 a cool figure though. I thought she was fun. Gotcha. I was wondering if that was who you're talking about. Yeah, 5VF. Oh wow. 5VF's got jokes today, guys. Whew. 5VF has been day drinking. That's not funny. Alright, yeah, this is gonna fit. I love these giant freaking needle nose pliers, man. These are great. Alright. No, I'm actually fixing a Marvel Legend right now. Marvel Legend Hella. Which these generally don't break a whole lot. These got these are usually pretty resilient. I mean, Marvel Legends for what they are, it's kind of funny too. It's like, you know, the more you spin, the more susceptible they are to breakage, which kind of sucks. There's one thing that toys and cars do not have in common. There are no warranties on these things for some reason. And those expensive companies, man, like Mezco and whatnot, you would think I've gotten so many people where they said, hey, this my Mezco broke, and I'm like, oh, that sucks, you know, like I can fix that for you. And they're like, well, I tell them the price, which is generally fairly cheap, I think. I mean, I know how long it takes me to do this stuff, but they're like, well, I'm gonna contact Mezco, and then I'll let you know, which is generally like a way of saying like I'm not gonna use your services. And then within about like 2 weeks or so, it's like, so either A, Mezco hasn't gotten back to them, or B, they they pull a NECA where NECA says we don't have any extra parts, and then they they never reply back to you again, um, which sucks. I wish these companies were more helpful. Honestly, I do, but they're not. So then I end up fixing them. But if you can ever get a return or a replacement, I would suggest that over using my services. Yeah, Mezco never replies, man. It sucks. I'll have to get Corey on here to tell his horror story of Mezco one day. It's a doozy. Add a little more super glue on the end of this. That's too much. That's why we always keep our paper towel handy. Just want to add a little bit. There we go. Come on now. Good. There we go. Okay, so we've inserted the screw here through the peg, super glued it. I'm going to add just a little extra bit of insurance here, which is where this plastic meets plastic on the outside. You have to be careful doing this because you can lock your joint if it gets in between the seams, which can be fixed by putting a razor blade in between. But and then what I'll do is, so it doesn't drip down, put it here in the clips. So I always keep these nearby. These are like for soldering, but I like to keep those nearby just for, you know, whatever. God dang, sorry. Jeez. Hey, there's a custom Moon Knight. Yeah, that was an accident. So we're gonna let that glue dry now. Gosh, a lot of drying tonight, guys. This is like the time that it takes for some of these things. But since that is dried out, or drying, what's up, 2-0? Casting, dude. Corey, I'm gonna have to get you on here one time to tell your story, dude. I'm telling you, it's gonna be great. People deserve to know. What's your favorite Spider-Man run? Mine is Ultimate Spider-Man until they changed artist. It was so hard to read with the change in art. Oh, I hate it when they do that. I had an old Uncanny X-Men run that for 5 comics turned into like anime. It was so weird. It was like everybody had like a nose that was like this big and just a big half of like a triangle. It looked like everybody had a Dorito for a nose. I was like, what is happening? And then it changed. My favorite Spider-Man run? I'm not a Spider-Man fan, so anything with like Ben Reilly's Scarlet Spider, I like those. My favorite thing, actually, the Superior Foes. That's my favorite Spider-Man run because he's in it like twice maybe, and I think that's the funniest book ever. That is one of the funniest books I've ever read. I love it. Oh man, I love that book so much. Okay, so what we did earlier, for those of you that are just tuning in, I super glued this piece in just on one little area. So what happened was, you can see here, this is where this plugs in and it's supposed to pop in and then it becomes articulate. Well, what happened was, whenever the client tried to press this in, the piece just went. It just went in. Just kind of disconnected. So it's not broken, but I can't seem to I can't seem to get this to connect. Oh, you know what's funny? You're one of the people that like the Clone Saga. Yep. Yes, I am. So yeah. Oh, it's funny though. We were talking about replacements and whatnot a minute ago. So I actually asked McFarlane if they would send me a replacement wrist peg, and they never replied to me at all. I told them that their wrist peg was jammed in my Azrael, which I fixed it and he's good to go. But I just wanted to see if they would send me one, because I actually sent them photos of everything. Like, it was locked in there. I was like, the plastic and super glue was fused, and they never replied back. So thanks for that, McFarlane. Also, I did try to contact McFarlane a long time ago for the Rick and Morty Lego like pieces that they did. I got a Mr. Meeseeks, and it was missing like 4 pieces that were really important to the whole thing. And I circled them. I showed them which pieces were missing. I showed them my receipt and everything. It took them forever. They went back and forth with me where they're like, well, what piece is it? Which one is this? What color is it? I'm like, my God, they're literally the model numbers of each piece actually have like a model number. And I told them exactly which ones I was missing, what colors. And then finally they're like, those pieces don't exist. I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks. So that was fun. Yeah, McFarlane's 0 for 2 for me so far, but whatever. So we're gonna see if this worked. I'm I'm hoping that this pops in, and then I can just twist it, and it works. So fingers crossed. Let's see if this works. Nope. Dang it. Man, just popped right in there. Dang it, dude. Yeah, this is gonna be like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this thing. It's either, I guess I'm gonna have to either add more super glue on both sides. But if this thing just keeps popping out, then it's just gonna keep popping out. I don't know. This is tough. God dang. I really do not want to crack this thing open. So we'll try again. And again. I think it's about time for a new super glue bottle. This is good. This has been a really good one though. I'll try to get it on 2 sides this time. There we go. And I think that's a lot in there, but we'll see. And if that ends up breaking, then I'll just have to crack it open and do it the hard way. So see if we can kind of bring this up just a little more. Man, what a pain. It sucks that didn't work. I was really hoping that just one run would work. That's what I was thinking. Corey, I tried, man. It's like, it is so at a funky angle that it just won't allow for me to get in there. And also there's a big plastic chunk right here that stops me from moving forward. So it would have to be like a curved piece that plugged in. As I look at it in here, there's just like, and I also don't know how this thing's built. So I don't know if like I need to crack this piece to dislodge it, or if I need to crack this piece to open it up, because there could be some kind of weird apocalypse Marvel Legend Build-A-Figure thing going on here. Do I know what Superhero Squad is? Yeah, I remember that old, it's like a cartoon for kids, right? The Marvel, I think I actually have what do I have? I have an Iron Fist, a Nightcrawler, and a Nick Fury and a Moon Knight, and maybe a Daredevil from that line. Those little, oh, and the Giant Man, the Superhero Squad. Saw Danko say Batman All-Stars turned me off. Jim Lee's art did not match the writing. Sometimes, it's interesting when that happens too. Like these big name artists, go in and, we've seen Jim Lee do Batman perfectly, in Hush. And then, sometimes it just doesn't, if the writing doesn't match, then the writing doesn't match. All right. So I'm waiting on glue on all of those, so let's see what else we got over here. Let's see. This one's brand new, so I'm going to put that one to the side. Alright. This comes from my man Mark. This guy was very happy with the job I did for him. I believe I fixed his Punisher. I can't remember. Yeah, I love the voice of, I want to say it was Dr. Doom in Superhero Squad. It sounded like the same guy that did Gargamel from the Smurfs. I love that voice actor. Nope. Ooh, weird. Cool. Check this out. The Mortis. Oh, this is cool. I might have to take some photos of this one. Oh, right on. Look at that. Let's see if I can, gosh, what's going on here? There we go. Wow. This is so cool. Man, look at that. Oh, God, it even feels like he's like just coming apart. These hips are a nightmare. I don't think I'm going to mess with those. Okay. So, what we have here. So, let's see here. Master Bat 117. I've seen the mods you have done for the torso, so my question is, can that same concept be applied to the torso Marvel Legends Hasbro Beast? I'm not sure, but I'd have to crack one open and check him out. Corey, the costume's pretty good on here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. What is this, like a plastic or something? Like, it's really weird. Dang, Corey, are these the hips on this thing like real tight? God, I'd be scared to move this thing. So he said like as soon as he moved the hand, it broke off and it broke the wrist off. And then as soon as he moved the foot, it also broke. So I told him to send me all the hands and I would just Dremel them out for him. Oh gosh, I thought that broke. Man, those are really in there good. This is gonna be a doozy to get. I can already tell you. Man, this suit is so tight. Wow, this is cool though. But it feels like I'm handling a Fabergé egg right now. This is insane. Man, I hope I can heat this up. Yeah, you could tell this got man, but I don't know. I think these hands are just the holes are too small. Especially if one broke and that was really hard to get off. I wouldn't trust doing that again. Can't tell. Are these supposed to oh, maybe I can just drill a hole in the so here's the wrist peg. I don't think they move. They don't move. They're just a static peg, it looks like. Yep, just a static peg. So, wow, this is crazy. All right, I'm gonna have to take a picture of this one. This needs to be documented. Did just picked up this handsome fella though. And then I ended up having to buy a dang 3D print of a Toto. I just went online and it's like, so, man, scalpers make me so I just can't with them. I just cannot with scalpers. You go on eBay and I was like just looking. I looked up that Toto just to see if there's a 3D print of it on there, and all I see is the exclusive Hasbro one up there for $80. I'm like, man, I just don't understand like people that like that's your livelihood. That's how you make your money is to just buy things that other people really want and sell it to them at a higher cost. It's just the most disgusting behavior. I'm like, that's gross. But anyways, that's that. We don't have to get into all that business right now. All right, so what do we got here? Man, this guy's looking rough. This foot feels like it's pretty good though. Yeah, this literally feels like I'm handling an anemic baby. This is crazy. I did, however, get the exclusive armor, so I'm really happy. I shouted out Chris Herndon the other day, but that guy is super cool. Totally, he ended up buying 2 of them, and then he ended up just selling me one that cost. Like, how cool is that, man? You don't see people like that in the... Unless, you know, we've been friends for a while. You don't generally see people like that in the community. Especially one that I just met. And I just dropped all my little tools back here. Alright. Give me just a second. I gotta grab all the stuff that just fell. Cool. Alright. Sorry, I'm trying to set up a neat little picture here for the old Instagrams for fixing this guy. So what we're going to end up doing is drilling holes. What we got to do on this, man, yeah, because this foot here, yeah, that's locked in. So we're going to heat this guy up so we can break this peg free. So what you do there, since Corey was mentioning this, it's the wash that came in and made this a little too static in here. So what we need to do is go in. Golly, that was really in there. Okay, so now our pegs are free. How did the family react to how well you feel? Oh, they were very happy. They were very, very happy with Adventure Carl. Yeah, man, Adventure Carl. That was pretty cool, man. That was a fun one. That thing took me forever. I was like doing a video, and I'd been waiting on like the nameplate to get here and all that stuff, and all of a sudden she hits me up. She's like, "Oh, I just saw your video, and it just reminded me how he's not back home with his family yet." And I'm like, "Yep, he's coming home tomorrow. Actually, that's the surprise." She's like, "Oh, great!" So that was cool. I always like setting up these shots. Like people like set them up on this gurney that came with the WWE Slambulance, which is on sale everywhere. If you don't have this thing, it's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys have any need for like a really cool 1/12 ambulance that's a little gimmicky, but it's still really fun. Then Target has it on sale, and I believe Amazon has it on sale too. So instead of 40, you can get it for like 30, 32. Ben Jan, it's fine, dude. I didn't advertise this, man. I just kind of said, hey, I'm gonna go live, and I'm just gonna ditch my friends that I usually chat with to try to make some money in the future. That's basically what happened. Yeah, man. If you guys got questions on casting and anything like that, that's who I need to have on here. I need to have that man, Casting Cave. The guy is a fantastic guy. He's smarter than me too, so there's a lot of stuff you can learn from him. I'm still dry. Okay, sorry guys. Trying to be paying attention to you guys too. I'm trying to knock out this photo here. This is just like this is such a unique one. Whenever they're new, whenever I get a new repair, um, it just excites me. Like I don't know, it's really fun to get new repairs in. Just something that I haven't fixed before. Even though it's not a new repair, like the technique isn't really new, it's still fun to knock one of these out every now and then. Which I've got a crazy one that I'm about to have to work on. That came from Israel actually. It's a statue, and it's if you guys ever played Tekken, Dr. Bosconovich, he made like this robot, not Jack, but it's the female, I believe. I think he made her, and she's got like chainsaw hands, and it's literally a chainsaw piece. Like, let's just open it up. I want to see what it looks like. I'm very interested to see. Yeah, this guy sent this all the way from Israel. I didn't know he was in Israel. Which I love my international clients, man. They're I just always feel bad for them, man. I wish I could. I don't know. I wish I could just make shipping cheaper for them so badly. This guy's got like a big afro too. The client, not the piece. This thing is wrapped up tight. Oh, here we go. So yeah, here's what happened. This broke, and this broke. So basically what I've got to do is resculpt these right here, making 3 different versions of this. Get them as close as I can. I might employ Corey on this one. But basically another thing that I think I might end up doing is I'll use a basically a card, like think a credit card, but it's like badges. So I've got we actually print those at work in our media department. And so anytime there was like a dud or whatever, I would just grab the duds and bring them home because they're amazing. The plastic works really well. It adheres super easy with super glue, and they're really fun to carve. You can make awesome swords out of them because they're the perfect width for making like swords. I made a custom Cabal from Mortal Kombat once, and I needed those hook swords, so I ended up using that to make hook swords. It was really cool. All right, so now we're going to take these pegs and we're going to drill some holes in them right after I take a photo. All right, let's do this. Let's do this thing. So we're going to take them. Since this has plenty of room, we're going to grab that with our needle nose, and we're going to drill straight through. You see we got right there in the middle. Oh, unless it doesn't want to focus. Gosh, it just doesn't want. There it goes. You can see right there. We drilled all the way through, right in the middle, which is exactly what we wanted. Do you think Toddy Big Mac and cheese will ever give us a figure scale Batmobile. Yeah, I do, honestly. I mean, he gave us that what was it, that weird looking Batmobile thing, that Bat sled, and then he's given us that big motorcycle. If Todd McFarlane can give us something huge, he will. And a car is pretty simple. There's no real articulation except for the wheels, so it's kind of right up his alley. Like that sound. It's all about the sculpt. You just pop four wheels on it. Seems like it's a no-brainer for him. He should get into cars. McCarlin. Yeah. All right. Same thing here. Drilled a nice little hole in there. Bat Raptor. That's it. Which design of Batmobile do you think he would be best? I mean, for me, it'd be the Keaton Batmobile. No other Batmobile compares, in my opinion. Other than that, I don't really know any of the other Batmobiles besides the films. I don't pay attention really in the comics. I'm not a Batman fan, so I don't really pay attention to that. I would like a bike for Nightwing would be cool. I think that'd be fun, you know. But I'm also a strong believer of giving other characters a shot in the spotlight. You know, that's like I said, I'm a big Aquaman fan. So for me, you know, anytime something comes out, I gotta grab it because I don't get a lot of things like that. So as a Batman, as you guys as Batman fans, man, you guys got it good. So much to choose from. Oh yeah, man. So the guys here that came over from the Unparalleled crowd, like I have completely adopted them as well as part of Crew Maru. Obviously, they're Unparalleled first, but man, you guys are definitely Crew Maru for me. You guys are amazing. You guys are what makes this rock. And I've been talking with Wade, and so a lot of times, like I just kind of piggyback, kind of like start up before his lives, and which send out some prayers and thoughts to Wade. Man, he hasn't been feeling very good, so hopefully he'll be back on the up and up soon. I know it killed him not to do a live, man, because he loves you guys too, man. It's you guys. It's really awesome. You guys are one of the coolest crowd. I always bring this up, but it's like you guys and Toy Migos are like just the coolest. Super nice. Been with you since yeah. Shartimus got a lot of people. He got a lot of people on there. I've known Shartimus for freaking ever. I've never met him in person, man. It sucks. I'd like to. There's a lot of guys out in Cali I'd like to meet. A lot of guys out in New York I'd like to meet. I have a list that of the collectors that I'd really like to meet. We'll see one day. Imagine, yeah, imagine Todd releasing Storm. Like if he made Storm like Aquaman Seahorse. By the way, we went to the Hallmark store the other day, and they totally one of the new Hallmark ornaments is animated, old school Super Friends Aquaman riding Storm, the purple seahorse. I couldn't believe it, so I bought it real fast, super fast. I bought it so fast. That is one cool thing about being an Aquaman fan, though, is that you don't really have to worry about things selling out. I know what I am. Okay, cool. So we've straightened out our screws. And I'm going to take a snapshot of this. This is one of the coolest things about these live feeds and you guys. You guys are so chill. Like a lot of times I just get on here and if I've got to shoot sometimes I'll shoot a tutorial while I'm here with you guys. So that's really cool. So you guys kind of get to see that I don't know, kind of like a behind the scenes of that stuff. I don't know if you guys think that's cool or not, but I appreciate you guys just being like, oh, thanks for letting us stick around and just watch you do your stuff. Like I said, just trying to get these dang watch hours in, guys. It's crazy. And then once I do get that, I don't plan on stopping.
doing these anytime soon. This is really cool. Once this pandemic passes, all the Texas guys got to go out for barbecue. Amen. Hey, Corey's a Texas guy too. Casting Cave. Well, if it isn't Rocker Josh. There he is. Smith and guitar lesson. Thank you for showing up, Josh. I appreciate it. Mr. Kickass. Mr. Rubber Burner. Alright, so we're going to put, just like we did a minute ago with Hella, we're basically doing the same thing, only this time we don't have to worry about hinges. Every time I say hinges, I have to rhyme it with ninjas, because I used to watch a show called The Bots Master. Did anybody watch that? Like, Zoolander, The Bots Master, like the Sports Boys, and I don't know if anybody watched that besides me. That was one of my favorites, man. I love that cartoon. My name is Zoolander, ZZ for short. Josh, there's nothing more metal than driving the speed limit. Pedal to the not so metal is more metal. There's nothing more metal than staying alive, my friend. God dang, I feel like I've been... Yeah, Casting Cave, I know you'd know. We got too much of that. We got too much of the history in common there. I want to say, was that around the same time as Captain N, the Game Master? I can't remember if that was the same time or not, or if that was older. That was a good show, though. This is a really long peg. Pedal to the copper. Take a little break there for a second. Did you guys pick anything up this week? Any cool cool pickups? I got I'll show you some of mine real quick, just so we can kind of keep this fresh. Let's see. I actually got a lot this week, surprisingly. Oh, look at this. Look at this haul. I got me a little bit of a haul here. So I went ahead, after I fixed Austin's, here we'll get up close and personal here. So I grabbed this immediately, this Joker, and gave him the thigh cuts and then neck mod. I love this thing. And then I went ahead and hit this with some Duplicolor and then dry brushed from up here with just some gunmetal. Did the same thing for the... It's always funny, Christine, and my wife, every time she says that, she's like, she sees it, she's like, oh, it'd be cool if it had a little paint. You know, I just need some paint. I'm like, oh my God, so I gotta get in and paint it. We got Cara Dune from the Credit Collection. And then we got IG-11 from the Credit Collection. And then we got the Heavy Infantry Mandalorian from the Credit Collection. I think these are so damn cool. These are just some of the coolest. I love the colors and everything that... I love everything about this, man. Like the zinc kind of coloration that they have. In fact, I actually ended up buying another IG-11 because I'm going to mod the heck out of this guy, and I cannot wait. I love the look of it. I kind of want to change this up, though, to where it's not an IG-11. Like, I want to make like a, I don't know, like a Maru droid. I don't think I'm going to open these. Corey, I don't think so. I think I'm going to keep these on card. These are gorgeous. I don't know. These are really, really cool. I've got Mando coming. The only one I'm missing is the Death Trooper. But, God, these things are so dang cool. And there went IG-11. He's on the ground. Maybe this is the one I'll open. Because he's got a GameStop sticker on the back. But we'll see. And then got Dr. Doom. I ended up getting Cad Bane for free because of the whole GameStop thing where you buy 5, you get a free figure or whatever. I haven't even opened this yet. Hope he's in here. Man. God, this is such a solid... Like, dude, for on-card collectors, this is so cool. Man, this is so nice. Dang. You guys should see Corey's. He repainted the eyes on his, and it looks amazing. God, some of these things, man, I just, like, this is such a solid card. It's so nice. I wish these were more collector friendly, to where you could, you know, put them back in the package, because that is such a nice box. And the presentation is so nice. And this one I'm really excited about. I got Peabody from Portal 2. Got him for $50 on Amazon, which is a really good deal if you look into these. If anybody sees the Atlas Figma, so he's the little round one. If you guys see him for under, if you see him for a good price, 70 or under, hit me up, because that would be great. Yeah, this thing is so cool. Like, that's what I want, is like a lot of droids and bots to like put in my photos of me fixing these figures and whatnot, and make it seem like, you know, they're like my little helpers or whatever. I think that'd be kind of cool. But anyways, let's sip some tea. Another thing that I got, and these are kind of cheesy, but like I said, anything Aquaman I'll pick up. These Heroes Unite, they're like $8 or so. There's apparently another version of this that has like darker orange. If you guys ever see that in your store, think of me. I'll pay you for it. I'll thank you forever for that, because that would be super cool. All right, back to it. Let's take a photo of this. No, actually, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and let's get back to it. All right. Yeah, restoring packaging. Ugh, no. I actually have made custom packaging before, which is kind of cool. But, gosh, there's a lot that can go wrong in there. And then you gotta, that's just a whole other beast. I did open up my Gray Beast finally the other day, and God, I love that figure so much. Super cool figure. Wish they made the Blue Beast with all that, those accessories and that head and the happy face. Trying to get this thing out. This is in really well. This is going to be a solid fix. I can already feel it. And this is why I use a 1mm drill bit, is because the plastic will heat up, but then it contracts a little bit. So you have to be careful with like these screws, like we saw earlier, which is kind of a more rare occurrence, but it can break. Like, you can break the screws because they're not super strong. What they do is like just that little bit that hangs on, like the threading, is generally that's what causes these things to work so well, because there's not really a whole lot else that can be done with these guys. I mean, you could break this super easy. Let's see if I can. God dang, I'm just a mess right now. This thing is. I have the worst tripod. I've got to get a new one. Okay, there we go. And let me turn on my ceiling fan. It's getting a little warm in here. There we go. Oh, I also, I didn't even realize this. Oh, man, yeah, I actually ended up getting some Marvel Legends. Hasbro finally shipped out my Rogue and Pyro. Like, I pre-ordered that, like, day one, I'm pretty sure, and they just arrived. I really like Pyro. I mean, the head sculpts on Rogue. Rogue needs to have her, I noticed this. I'll show you guys. For those of you who have her as well. I noticed that the secondary head, and this has been happening with almost all of their females that have an alternate head, I've noticed. The heads aren't dremeled out enough. So Here we go. We have Rogue. Really actually like this. They did a really good job, like painting this. Surprisingly, the necks or the eyes are actually looking at me. Pretty cool. But you saw where that was sitting, so now we'll take Angry Rogue, which her head, of course, is really hard to get on. And you can just see how high it sits, so high that you can see like the peg inside. It's not supposed to sit there. Yeah, Billy Moon, yeah, mine came in yesterday too. That's funny. They're just shipping out to Billy's, dude. They finally hit the end of the list. So yeah, this needs, so if you know what, real quick. Here's what you do in a situation like that. If you own a Dremel, which I suggest all of you guys need to get a Dremel. Like you should start. That's what we need to do one day. Is do a workshop on here. Everybody gets out the Dremels, and we'll see what's broken, and we'll do it together. We'll hop on a Google Plus chat so people can actually join in visually, and we'll do that. So you need a burr like this, these rounded burrs, and to show you the size, you know, it's smaller than this, but so what we're gonna do. And this is why I like doing the live shows, because you guys kind of like just are down for whatever. So I'll jump all over the place. You know, a tutorial is very laser beam focused. This is what I'm going to work on. But on the live streams, you never know what's going to happen. I'll be working on one thing, and then all of a sudden we're going to jump to this. You guys know this whole song and dance. And also we need to make this articulate for sure. So actually, we should probably do that first, huh? I'm wondering if the best way to do that is to, I think, probably cut right here. Let's go and do that. I'm going to go ahead and cut this ponytail right at the base of the white of the ponytail holder, the tie. There we go. Perfect cut. So now that's out of the way. We're going to the problem right now is that it's hitting the top, so it needs to be a little deeper. So we're just going to go around in a slow circular motion. Also noticed it wasn't going on as tight as that, or it was a little too tight, so I'll go around the edge here as well. Clear the excess. Let's get these out of the way because we're actually going to be needing those. And let's see how this head fits now. There we go. Now she fits the way she's supposed to fit. And I also noticed that this head was sitting a little high. Yeah, even this is a little high. It's deceiving because of the, they've got this scarf on here. So when you look at it, here's the one that we haven't modded yet. I mean, yeesh, look at that. That is a lot of neck. And you can see, like, this is where the head's sitting on the peg. You can see the peg underneath, and you shouldn't see that. So after we drilled into this guy, got a little more range in there too. Actually, I think that can actually go lower. Just drill a little more in there. Get all that excess junk out. And there we go. Nah, she's looking perfect. That's what we want. So now, I'm going to do the same thing to this one here. I'm going to cut the ponytail off. I can add articulation. There we go. Cut off some of this excess brown here. And now we're going to Dremel into this head. Well, looks like my drill bit wasn't on tight enough. There we go. And this one was sitting better. We still need to go in kind of deep. And the coolest thing is if you go in too deep, now obviously too deep means going through her head. But if you go in really deep and it looks like it's sitting too low, then you can always put something in there to keep it up. You can put some sculpt, hell, you could even put a paper towel in there. That's what I've done before. Just stuff some paper towel in there if it's sitting too low, and it rises it up. Oh, golly, I can't believe how high this head sits. A lot of plastic in this head. It's crazy. And there we go. Now the head's sitting nice. So, we want to get to this again. You want to, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll take a smaller burr like this. So this looks like the last one, but this is just smaller. So what we're going to do is we're going to put that in. Now this is kind of cool because what you can do here is if you have like tiny ball joints from either Figma or Revoltech, you can add them as basically hair articulation, which is pretty cool. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll take, after we cut that, I'll take this and just kind of lay it on there so it kind of creates like a, basically like a bowl, kind of a little bowl shape here. We'll take our razor blade and kind of clean it up around the edges, kind of come in at an angle. You shouldn't have to apply too much pressure here. And this one is dead. We'll dispose of our razor. I think I've got another one up here from our thigh cuts that we've been doing. And so once again, you'll cut at an angle. Just kind of scoop this out. And go in to keep it kind of there we go. And then for this, you can kind of do the same thing. Well, Bob the Odd, that is a sick thing to say. He said, just throw the razor out the window for the neighborhood kids to play with. It's a dark soul you got there. That's a man that doesn't like children. Jesus. Alright. So now, if I can find the rest of the joints I've got a whole I just misplace everything. You guys know that I'm a mess when it comes to anything, it seems like. Usually, and I didn't plan for this, or otherwise I would have found this beforehand. Yeah, usually I've got like a deal of joints nearby that just a box full of them that I've acquired over the years. Crap, dang it. I can't find them. Well, we almost had a fun tutorial there. Thanks for showing up, guys. Yeah, dang. Maybe I'll put them up somewhere. Let's see. Hope you guys enjoyed the tour of the room the other day. I don't know, it felt kind of rushed to me, but my arm was getting tired after holding my phone out for like an hour. I was like, God, I did not think this through. I should have got like a GoPro vest on or something like that, you know, to keep it on my chest. Oh yeah, I found this. Thought that was kind of cool. Random Lorian. Found this at GameStop, just kind of hanging out, and I really like the original design. I actually like it a little more than the Beskar, but Beskar is super cool too. But I haven't found that figure yet, so haven't been able to get that one yet. But if I find it, I'm gonna get it. And oh yeah, like I said, more Marvel Legends came in. I finally got Toxin in, who's a really fun figure. He needs some paint work, but I really like him. I like Toxin though. He was the first book he was in was a really fun read for me, and I remember getting the original figure, and I was so excited about getting that figure, and now it's like that second one came out, and I just thought it was trash. I was so upset with that figure. So these are this is my personal Rogue as well. Kind of what I want to do is get like kind of grind this down to an angle almost, but we'll see. Yeah, Pat Mulligan talks. That'd be nice. I think it'd be cool to have like a 2-pack, just like, yeah, like just Pat Mulligan and Toxin. Like that's what we need is like a Peter Parker, Spider-Man 2-pack, and then an Eddie Brock and Venom 2-pack, or you know, even what is it, a new Agent Venom and Flash Thompson. Like that stuff, that'd be really cool, I think. And just call it the Alter Egos packs and just go nuts with it, man. People would buy, like, that would be probably one of the most bought 2-packs. First off, you get civilian figures, so that's great. Second off, you get like a popular character. Like, why not? I think we've been asking for civilian figures though forever, and they finally started rolling them out, which has been really cool to see. Man, I can't believe I can't find this box of pegs. A box of fodder in here. I have no idea where that would have gone. I just had it the other day too, and I actually need to find it. I gotta use that for something. Well, we'll put this on the back burner for just a second. Always keep your plastic bags nearby in case something like that has to happen. Huh. It's really weird that that's not close by though. Usually I keep that close by with my drill bits and all that stuff. And I told myself the other day, I was like, you know what? You got it with you right now. You should put all those joints and start, you know, separating them out and putting them into your slider drawers. I didn't do that. So here we are. So let's get back to Judge Death. If I can stop dropping things. I swear I was going to fix something the other day for, we went clearance Halloween shopping. And so I picked up a pumpkin that was all busted up. It was like a light up pumpkin, super cool thing. But it needed some work. And I walked in here to grab a screw. And I mean, I picked it up and within a second I dropped it. Like right when I picked it up, I dropped it. And I'm just like, I just can't do it. Can't live. I cannot live correctly. Okay. Let's get serious. Darkwing Duck would say, let's get dangerous. But we're not getting dangerous. I don't know why I said that. Alright. So now, back to putting screws into pegs with Bill Maru Toychanics. The most exciting thing you'll see all day. This is like this is like the non-glamorous part of Toychanics. I'm hoping though by the end of this stream that whenever I go back to those other figures that they're fixed. The Hella and the crazy Motu Beast Man Rider thing. Whatever that is. I should really start learning the names of things I'm going to repair so I know. So I don't sound crazy. Okay. It's going all the way where we want it. And then we gotta take it back out. I know it seems tedious, and it is, but there's a guarantee you'll be happier that you tested if something, man, if something doesn't work out. It's always better to test. Nobody's holding a gun to your head to fix a figure, you know? Boy, that'd be a horrible TV show. Alright, Hotshot. You've got 50 minutes to fix this figure or else New York blows up. What? Cancelled. Yeah, so now we need to super glue these in. Which I feel like I just used the same one for this. As far as toy, no. Josh, I don't know what you just said. I don't think you do either. As far as toy, no. Josh fell asleep in the middle of his sentence. We need to chat in person, man. I think we'll get along. All right. So, next up, super glue. As far as you know. Yes. Super glue. Oh. Are you trying to say, like, do you need help? Josh, do you need help right now? Blink if you need help. All right. Now we've got our super glue added. So now we're going to twist this in before it dries and breaks. It's actually probably easier for you to hold the screw and to twist the plastic onto it. So now that I'm seeing this, since I got it so straight, but here we are. I've already screwed it in too much. We've already gone too far. Here we go. Oh, watch it. Go. Go. Let's keep going. I think we can go a little further than that. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. That's nice. That is nice. That thing that you can't see because it won't focus. It's looking good, though. Other than Hasbro, why does it seem like there are barely any other companies that use ab crunch? It seems like all the other companies just use ball socket ab articulation. I'm not sure. Maybe it's production cost. Maybe they have a patent on it. I don't know. That's a good question. That is a good question. I don't know. But you're right. It seems like mostly that's Hasbro's thing. Like to. I didn't think about that. That's pretty wild. But even Hasbro changes it up, on you. Like from Marvel Legends to Star Wars figures, it's like completely different. Oh god, yeah, it's so much easier. Yeah, so there's your lesson. Hold on to the screw and twist the peg in. So much easier. Easier to grip the plastic. Noise. All right. That is a really good question, though. It makes me wonder why do they why do they do that? I do not know. Snapshot. All right, now we're gonna bring back our drill. Pegs over here. This is gonna be an interesting one. I've gotta I gotta make sure that that I can push up these freaking joints. Golly, this is crazy. I don't know how to. Like, there's no room for movement here. They could be, man. I think, yeah, I want to say you're right. I want to say that Diamond Select's limited, like, to how many points of articulation are on their figures. I think you're right. Man, I remember I got so excited when I heard they were going to Nightcrawler. I was like, that'll be cool. And he comes out and he looks just like a nightmare. Not a Nightcrawler, a nightmare. Zombie. I guess Zombie Toy Collector just showed up. He's like, it's a Motu Griffin. I'm like, what the heck is he talking? Oh, yeah, that thing I started earlier. Thank you, sir. I thought it was a Griffin. And I definitely recognized that articulation. And then Craig Warwick popped in and was like, oh, yeah, that's like Beastman's ride or whatever. Man, this is just. I'm scared I'm going to rip this stuff. Okay, so I guess what I'm just going to have to do, since these don't really twist, I guess they're static. From what I can tell, these are just static joints. And the arm and the hand bends on the piece. So what I'll do is I'm just going to have to drill a hole. God, this is kind of scary. Drill a hole straight down here. Okay. Got that hole in it. Now that's going to be fun. I got to put super glue on the tip and put that in here without hitting the fabric. Man, this is wild, dude. Yeah, Josh, dude, that Nightcrawler. I'm like, that doesn't look like Kurt. I think I've seen him look like that maybe once or twice, and it's always been maybe either a cover or something else. Okay, the foot's giving me a little more leeway here. Cool. Okay. So this gives me a little more. Yeah, I know this is a really expensive figure too, so that's always fun. That's always worth my like me getting like $15 out of this thing. That's like $300 or something crazy like that. I'm like, ugh, really don't want to screw that. Have a good night, everyone. Looks like I can kind of fold it back a little bit. Just barely. I just don't want to tear this. I don't know what this is made out of, but this is some... It's like... It feels like cheap, expensive material. I can't even... I can't push it down at all. Like, I'm sitting here, like, got it up against my chest, trying to push it up. I cannot move it. I don't want to, like... I was like, I don't want to, like, stretch it or rip through it or anything like that. Just want to see if it's, like, glued at all or something. Ugh, I just really want to be able to get this pushed back a little more without the super glue touching it, because this makes me very nervous. See, it looks like originally it's like folded in, and this right here looks more folded out. So I don't want to like screw up the integrity of it, but it's either fold it back. I can just fold it over for a little bit. Oh, there we go. There we go. It's let me do it. It's gonna let me do it. Man, thank God my wife made me grow my nails out and stop biting them. Okay. Nope, nope, nope. Don't do it. Okay. So, take a picture of this. Okay. So let's put a little dab of super glue on this guy. Yeah, this guy's running out. Come on. Push. Push. Alright, we got our super glue on here. We're going to make sure it doesn't touch the fabric. That's a pretty solid contact right there. Alright, good. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other one. Yep. Alright. Oh no, I wasn't ready for this. Come on. Dang it. Freaking the pants rolled up on me. Okay, there we go. Oh, now the super glue came off because I touched it on the table. Come on. The baby's running dry. There we go. That's a good dab. That's a good dab. Now we're going to put that in. Oh gosh, come on. Come on. Man, this goes in a lot further than I thought. Yes. All right. Now we got. Look, it looks creepy. Ugh. Little hook hand. But I'm not saying hook hands are creepy. I'm just saying he looks creepy. It's not really a hook hand anyway. When you need that Anne Hathaway backlash hit me. Let's see. Oh, you know what we could do? So I was thinking, like, if you guys ever see any tools, like 1/12 scale tools, hit me up. Let me know, because I'm always looking for more of those. Those are always fun to put on my my Toychanic figure here. Like I got this one from a Black Mask figure, which I thought is great, this hacksaw. Super cool. And then my custom belt. I should make these removable, but I haven't done it just because it looks cool that way. Got my armor Mandalorian hammer here. I believe this came from the Rumble Society skulls, the pink skulls. So, pretty cool. Oh, this will be fun. Oh, so here we're gonna do a little fun thing here. I'm gonna take this, strap homie in here. I think that's the whole point of this deal. Do a little action figure photography here. So what we'll do, have him like this. Have old Bill Maru here holding this leg, about to saw. And then we'll put Odious in, holding him down. Because, you know, Odious has got to be the brawn. Also ordered me a regular Odious head. This thing is freaking sick. This is painted by Corey at Casting Cave, which I believe he could be wrong, but I think he paints all of them. And he is a hell of a painter. My God, just an artist. This will be fun. Oh, my little man bun fell off my character here. I made an like a ponytail that can attach on there too, but I don't really ever wear my hair in a ponytail, so maybe I should just glue that on. Cool. This is fun. Find out what happens next. This is super fun. Yeah, this Odious. You guys should definitely grab one of these Odious heads if you can afford it. It's pretty cool. It's like 30 bucks. It's definitely worth having one. Cool. That was fun. This is the only chance I really get to do any kind of toy photography is whenever I'm doing like my deal. Because I got my start doing this, you know, in ACBA and all that stuff. And that's still my home away from home, but I don't think I'll ever be able to post in there again because guys are so talented these days that it's like not even worth it. Casting Cave. Oh, Wade paints all the regular ones. Oh. Main man. Wow. Hope Wade's are good. I don't want to have to send them over to you so you have to repaint them. Just kidding. Do I collect Mezco? A lot of people upset about yesterday's secret drop. What was yesterday's secret drop? Was it the Bruce Lee Gomez? And the weapons? I didn't realize it was a secret drop, unless that was what it was. My buddy Anthony, he's a big Gomez fan. I collect a few Mezco. Just I cherry picked the line. I really like their DC figures most of the time. So I collect those a lot. Yeah, Bruce Lee Gomez house seemed like a waste to me, but that's just me. I don't know. I don't know. It wasn't for me. Like I love Bruce Lee. Don't get me wrong, but not in bug form, dude. It seems kind of disrespectful, but I don't know. That's just me. I don't know. I think they need to backtrack. They need to circle back around. They need to do like or do different versions of Gomez that they haven't done. Like they need to back off of this ninja stuff and I don't know. They need to do like an adventurer Gomez, you know, like a Nathan Drake almost kind of deal. That'd be fun. Oh, that Doc Nocturnal. I like the pulp aspect of what they've done. I think that's really cool. I love like pulp art, but yeah, I don't know. Some of the stuff just isn't for me. Couldn't justify $48 for the few accessories for Doc Nocturnal. Or is that what that was? Is that what that pack was? The weapons? Because that seemed expensive for those. But I always think like I don't know. Weapon packs are always expensive to me because you're only getting weapons. That's it. My buddy, he bought it, but I was like, that's cool. I mean, I thought the combat knife was really cool, and I like the axe actually. Those are fun, but it's like guns with clips, and I hardly ever see people utilizing the clips. They're like, well, yeah, but the gun, like the clip comes out of the gun. I'm like, and that's cool and all, but I hardly ever see people like doing it. It seems like something more to lose, in my opinion, but it's whatever. Each their own. I'm sanding down where we put those screws in. Keep them nice and smooth. All right. Yeah, like I said, I just hardly ever see people using it. Just rarely. Which I get it. I think it's a cool feature, but it just seems kind of it's extra, I guess. You know, it is what it is. Nothing against it, but okay, so now that we've got him all got the pegs in, the pegs are back in, my concern is that these like the now that those are a little even more expanded, I feel like we need to Dremel out all of these parts. Um, so they're removable because he's got removable hands. And I'm not sure, is this a tail? Oh, how cool is that? He's got a tail. I don't know much about Judge Dredd or Judge Death or anything. I've never read any of their comics. I just know the designs, and this thing is just this is wild. So this one's actually pretty good. I'm gonna leave that one alone. But the rest, I can guarantee you, are gonna be needing some dremeling. And this looks like it's gonna be a perfect size. Actually, look at that. This is like it's pretty good. It's a little smaller, which is what we want because we don't want it to be, you know, too big to where the things are too loose. But yeah, let's start with the we'll start with the good arm. And these definitely have a bend to them. So I'm surprised. It must have been the wash that probably stuck on there. But this was one of these hands were hard to get off, so oh, that's That's perfect. Yep. This is the perfect size drill bit, guys. Oh, man. Yep. This is exactly what this figure needs. Oh, yeah, you can see, man. It's too much. Oh, see, pop this on. Oh, man. Yeah. Keeps all articulation. Oh, man, I'm sorry. I'm not even showing you guys. Oh, you can, I don't know if you can hear it, but oh, it's perfect. Yeah, that's what you want. Oh, man. Yeah, I'm very happy with this. Cool. I hate it whenever you have to keep on trying and trying and trying. Yeah, like you can see. So here, I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to show you just how much access is there that's not necessary. So we'll go from, in fact, let me grab a photo of this before I do it. Let's see, I'll set it here. Let me get some light on this puppy. Okay. So here. That one actually is a little tighter than I wanted it, but it works. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Perfect. Okay. Now we're gonna trying to think like I definitely want to do it on the foot as well, but it's like I don't really want this to be able to pop off really easy. It's got a bunch of junk in it though. See if this will just pop on for us. That's another thing I've noticed is that like the pants cuffs look like they kind of go into the foot. It's kind of weird. It's just supposed to represent like skinnier. It just seems a little too gummy and stuck. I'm gonna get this a little loose, not too loose. Ah, that was good. You hear that? That was beautiful. Perfect twist, perfect snugness and tightness. Moves up and down. Yep, that's what we wanted right there. All right, next. That's always kind of scary whenever you got to do that because, you know, that's the peg you just reattached and hopefully it stays that way. All right, now we're going to try the peg we just attached. This is the new and improved peg, hopefully. Seems like it's a little snug. I feel like actually I need to sand it down, which I don't want to do, but I think I'm going to have to. All right, let's try that again. Feeling like I'm gonna have to Dremel these out just a tad more than the other one because you're gonna see like I don't know if that'll show up, but this one is probably just a little bit smaller than this one because we've added a screw inside here. So just a little bit bigger. Oh, man, it's just, I don't know. It's not giving. I don't want my client to get this and, like, you know, like a month down the road, all of a sudden it twists off. That's the last thing I want. Like, hey, dude, the screw twisted off. I'm like, man, then it's on me. Then I gotta pay. Then I gotta pay him to ship it back and re-repair it. That's my policy, and that policy has cost me money a few times. There we go. It popped. That's what we want. And this is in really good, like really good. I'm not too worried about these at all, but just want to make sure that everything's good so when they go back to him, he's happy. I think they're crazy too, like the zinc or whatever that's all over him. It's like this blue. I saw some on the bottom of his toes. Got some blue toes on there. Oh man, this is just making me super happy. Yeah, and that's what I told him. I was like, dude, go ahead and send me all of the hands, because chances are we're gonna have to Dremel them all out, and just to make sure. I just want to make sure that once, you know, he doesn't. If I would have sent these home, if I would have sent this home the way it is, that these hands would have twisted this right off. I guarantee you. What up? Cool. Yeah. We got him. See, this one seems a little tighter now. Oh, no, that's great. I had myself shaking this guy's hand. Which is probably a bad idea. Because he's a Judge Death, right? Does this guy have, like, so does anybody, so people who know Judge Dredd and Judge Death, what does Judge Death, like, have powers? Like, does he have any powers or something? Like, am I missing something here? He seems like so weird. Like, it seems like, you know, Judge Death or Judge Dredd just seems like a badass, and trying to fit my guy's tiny hand into this big old honking hand. It's funny. All right. Raise up the light a little bit here. Odious looks disgusted by this dude. He's like, ugh. He's the Batman who laughs version of the Judge. What's up, Jace? Oh, all right. Okay. This guy's good. He's set. It's good to go home. Send it back the tail in a bag. Oh yeah, I should take a picture of the size of the drill bit here. Just give people an idea. Cool. Glad I got to do that one live. That was fun. Yay, yay. All right. Put the hands in the bag. Okay. I think that's all this guy sent me. I can let him know that guy's done and get paid for that job. Cut my Venom Pools bath belt yesterday to make it tighter. Nice. Very, very cool. Load this up. My man Mark, you are good to go. Now, as we started at the beginning of this, let's see how this is going. This is our Hella piece. Which, here's a fun thing. So what we're going to do here is, since we've cut this a little bit. Sometimes you got to cut these things twice. Cut it once there, cut it down a little bit. That way I can get it real nice and close to cut that off. So I'm going to need to bring in my sanding bit. What I don't trust right now is that this, you don't want them to go back in too tight, because if they do, they'll just break right off. So I'm going to trim it down a little bit. Smooth out some of the areas that might be imperfections. Right. Be very careful we don't hit any of this awesome armor. I don't want to try to paint it. A lot of times I'll round these out just in case I gotta pop this thing back out. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna try to edit some tutorials down and post one for you guys. All right, feels pretty good. Still keeps the ratchet joints, so that's good. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna heat this arm up and pop it back in. I don't think this needs to be dremeled out any, but just in case it does. A lot of times I'll just take it and kind of like finger drill, just in case there's any like little junky imperfections in there or something like that. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, and hopefully this isn't too loose. You know, we still want it to have some tightness, but oh, look at that. I can pop it in without even heating it up. Let's see. Peg seems like it's sticking out a little bit. We don't want that. That's a good sign. So what I can do is actually Dremel further in. A lot of times you can do that if you Dremel in something in a tight cavity like that, and you want the um, access to come out. Just kind of put it in there without applying any pressure, and it'll knock all that stuff out and pop it out. Do you guys see any figs making it into y'all's top 10 for the year, or are your picks pretty much locked? You mean like any ones coming out by the end of the year? Man, I don't even know what my top 10 of the year would be. I don't even think you guys would care what my top 10 are. I usually don't like popular characters. Oh. This is nice. So now it fits in there correctly, but I'm going to have to add a little bit of glue, which this is scary. The reason why is because whenever I put it in, it'll fit all the way in, but then it can come out a little bit, and I just don't want my client to deal with that. Yeah, I'm waiting for that Black Mana too. And Mara. I cannot wait to get those, man. I'm going to take the Mara head off, though, and put a comic head on it, because Amber Heard ain't... Ugh. Whatever. Okay, so that's just a tiny dab of super glue on there. Pop in here. Favorite figures of the year are the Retro Spidey and the Venom Pool Bath. Interesting. I didn't even realize this. Man, this armor on her wrist is movable. That is dope. This Hella figure is one of the coolest like Marvel Legends film figures that they made. Easily. There's so much detail in this thing. It's crazy. I gotta check with the client to see if he's cool with this or not. Musical mutagen turtles are the bomb. Dude, you're crazy. You're crazy, man. I feel like you just found them in the store and you're like, you bought them and you feel lucky that you got them. Nah, man. You can like what you like. That's totally cool. It's not going to bother me that you like something. Yeah, Mayfix Miles and Peter B would be really cool. Did a thigh cut on DC 1000 Comics Superman, and I did not like how broken it looked when it swiveled, so I glued it back into place. Hey, man. You have that option. Danko, where are you located? Are you in Canada? I remember when we had Toys R Us's. Gosh, this is scary. Man, it's like I drilled in too far. No, I drilled in far enough, but it's like, for some reason, this... I don't know, it's not doing what I want. Oh, okay, that makes more sense that you're in Canada. Gotta get this thing to stop popping out. Canada land. Swap the arms from any infected soups on AC 1K 2 soups, and that combo look great. That's cool. That infected Superman looks kind of cool. I haven't seen him. I saw Flash in person, but I'm not going to collect like a Todd McFarlane Justice League. I've already got... I don't know. I think I would probably collect a Mafex Justice League. That would be awesome. But I've collected the Justice League, I swear, like 3 times now, and it's just... It just kind of gets overbearing. Like, that infected Superman's cool, but I'm like, what am I going to do with that? Just, I don't know what I'd do with it. I have no need for that thing. I kind of want the deceased Superman, and I think they made deceased Batman? Am I wrong? They made Aquaman, so I got him. Man, maybe he's on the package. He's still over here. I haven't put him up yet. Oh, maybe not. Oh, they made Lantern. Green Lantern? See, so that'd be kind of cool to have the DC Superman next to, like, the DC's Batman and Green Lantern. It just sucks that he's not in this line. Did they make Superman in this line? Or is this the only three? Did they only make 4? Huh. Have to look into that. Love the Aquaman, though. It looks amazing. See, that's always funny. It's like you have to see something in hand to appreciate it. I'm like, man, you should look good in photos and you should look good in hand. But I have been surprised before, so I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying. I think I finally got this to where I want it. Something tells me, though, it's going to want to pop down. I'm trying to get some super glue in here so it'll keep it in place in its height. Because right now you can pull it out. That line is deceased, I know. Kind of RIP. Good. I don't know, man. They couldn't keep it together. It blows my mind how many DC lines died. It was insane. Just insane. See, I don't want that. Getting this action. Push it in, it's good. It'll hold a pose. But then you pull on it, we're dealing with that. Ugh. I've noticed, so I don't know if anybody else has seen that, but has anybody else noticed that McFarlane is starting to, like, not allow necks? I noticed it in the Geralt figure on a few pictures, and then yeah, like somebody said up there it looks like he didn't have a neck. Yeah. Yeah, Ori Omega said it. He's like, I don't like how, like, it makes him look like he has no neck, and I keep seeing that, which is kind of weird. Yeah, DC Direct was cool, man. DC Direct just looked great on the shelf. Unfortunately, that dang clear plastic that they had, which they continued to use that garbage until the dang line was dead. Couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe they kept using that stuff. So what I've done here is added a pretty good amount of super glue to the end of the peg. And what I'm trying to do is thicken this up so it's really the head of the peg technically would be here. What I could do is try to unscrew this and shorten it, but I don't want to do that because I just don't want to compromise the integrity of the articulation right now. So I'm going to keep it like this. This is going to be one of those ones that just has to wait overnight, unfortunately. That's a lot of super glue, and there's just no way to... I don't know a way to make super glue dry faster because it's a chemical, unless there's like some kind of bonder or something, but what I generally do is I'll literally just spin it like a rotisserie chicken. Until it kind of coats it evenly. And then I'll clip it on my, what a lot of times what I'll do is I'll take some paper towel, like so. I'll just kind of grab it like this, and I'll wrap it around the hand, and then I'll put in those clamps I showed you earlier, like this here, so it stays. And it's also not really, I mean, you can even, if you wanted to, you could almost make like a little cast out of it You kind of sandwich it up like roll it up like a burrito, and then you can just clamp that. There's like a little hammock for it, so it doesn't clamp onto your plastic or anything like that. But yeah, unfortunately that one, it's fixed. It just needed a little bit of extra love so it wouldn't pop down so much. But the hold is good, and that's the main thing. So now for my final trick of the night. Let's see if this thing is gonna work. Man, this bothers me. Even if I really hope this works. Really, I didn't know that. Is that true? Baking soda will reinforce superglue and cause it to dry very quickly. See? Corey's a scientist, man. I'm telling you. So I've added superglue inside here on 2 sides this time. And I'm praying that this will click in, and then we twist it and it will break the superglue free and keep the wing in and keep articulation. If not, I'm gonna have to crack it open, and I don't think I'm gonna do that tonight. That scares me. All right, here we go. Drum roll, please. Actually, I'm gonna grab it from right here. And I want to try to make sure that I line it up correctly. I think this is right. Just want to make sure this is going in right. This wing is like, okay, yeah, there we go. Yeah. There's no wrong way to put it in, but okay. Please work. It worked. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. That's awesome. I thought it might, but man, I was like, will that break free? How are we looking? My man. Dude, I need a photo of my god. Man, I gotta have the Toychanic on this. Like him riding like, was it Falcor from the Neverending Story? Yo, that worked. That keeps its, man, keeps articulation and everything. That's awesome. Glad you guys were here for that. I would have sucked about it. Just popped it back in. I'm like, oh my gosh, here we go again. Cool. That's what I'm talking about. Baby is fixed. Now I'm gonna see, where did I keep my... Man, this is so freaking cool. I don't even know if I can fit this into my like bench. Oh man, that's cool. That's a really cool figure, man. I will say some of the Motu stuff is neat. I've never been a He-Man fan. I wasn't really like a fan of like characters that wore like just underwear. Like I like the Thundercats, but I didn't really like Lion-O. I like Bengali. Tigra, and then once Bengali was introduced, I liked him a lot. I can't find anything tonight that I actually want to play with. I usually keep a bunch of accessories nearby for the Toychanic figure. And for some reason, they're not nearby. Man, that was awesome. I'm really happy with that. Oh yeah, on the next live feed, I should probably do this finally. Should give a thigh cut to Devastator or whatever. God, look at that. That is a big, big thigh. Look at the size of these. This is crazy. These are his hip pegs that click in. Look at the size of that thing. I don't have like a regular one nearby. I don't think. Oh wait, here we go. Here's a. So if I was to take this Nightwing that I did, I mean this thing is like, you guys have seen the other ones before. It like looks almost the same at the top, but then this middle, like it's probably 3 times the size. We had a chance to mess with NECA's new hit ball joints. I was wondering if there was a safe way to take the legs off the balls. What, do any of the Ninja Turtle figures have them? Because if not, I don't know. It's the only figures I buy are the are NECA's Turtles. I did end up buying a Predator, and I'll never do that again. Was not impressed. Just like stands there. But that's just me. I mean, I wanted one, and I'm glad I got one, but it's just like, can't do much. Can't do much with it. Dang, I can't believe I've lost this too. I mean, at some point, I imagine everything's gonna show up. Like, where the heck could it go? Oh well. Did find a Wonder Woman down here though. That's sick. Okay, unless it's up here. Nope, it's not. Well, it's always fun to just look confused on camera as much as I do. Oh, the big chap has one? Triceratops. Alright, so you're asking, is there a safe way to take the legs off the ball joints? Okay, so big chap, April, and Triceratops. Let me, sorry, this thing is so cool. I'm just kind of, I'm setting my Toychanics figure up on this. I'm not lying right now. This thing is awesome. Oh, this is just too dang cool. Hang tight. Hang tight. Let me. Where do you prefer to buy your figures online from? If it's imports, I like either Ami or Mandarake, because Mandarake generally I'll buy from Mandarake like later on if I'm looking for something, because I found so many good deals from them after the fact. Like I got my Jigen Daisuke for like $50 from Lupin the Third. I like buying from Ageless Geeks on Facebook. I like Alex. He's a fair guy, and I like Amazon. I use the Amazon warehouse deals a lot of the time. So, like the other day, I got oh Corey, you'll like this. I'll talk to you about it later. But I got Zuckus, and what's his? I remembered his name. Hang on. Before you tell me. Come on! Before he says it, he's gonna say it before I figure it out. Forlom. I got Zuckus and Forlom for $30. So I thought that was cool. They're $50 brand new, but you might buy them in the damaged packaging, and then they're like, I don't know, sometimes 40-50% off. So Amazon warehouse deals are awesome. Let me take a look at that April figure. Actually, I've got Triceratops right over here. Let's see, how do they? So it's hard plastic on hard plastic. So generally, like on a lot of my old figures, you can just pop those off, but I don't know. I don't know how the NECA ones work. A lot of times, yeah, it's kind of hard to see on this one, but so let's look here. A lot of times I would take my pick like so, and you would always come in from the top and just pop them out like that. Because trying to pop them out like this, you might end up breaking the center peg. But generally, you can pop those things out from. But I don't know. I don't know how tight these seem pretty tight. Do you have a broken one, or what are you trying to? Ringer, what are you trying to do? Like, I mean, are you just literally did one break on you, or are you doing like custom work, or? Because otherwise, what I would think is you would heat this up, you would pop this out because this is the soft plastic, and right there is the, you can see right here. Here's the hard plastic, so you could heat it up and then pry it out like this, and then that would probably give you the room you need to pop it off the ball peg. That's what I would think. Not gonna mess with this one. Usually I will do it, but not gonna mess with these because I really, really like my turtles, and I don't want to mess them up. But if I come across like one that breaks or somebody sends me one, then I'll, try to let you know. I don't know if you're following me on Instagram or not, but you want to swap some legs. Okay. Yeah, that's probably what I would do then. I would heat them up first and try to pull get the leg off. So you could probably even come in. Let's see. Well, you might be able to turn the leg all the way around like this, and then you might be able to like get your peg in here. I shouldn't even be doing this. This is stupid, but because this is like a rubber piece. This whole thing's a rubber piece. Huh. Well, now you got me curious. I didn't think I'd like this figure as much as I do. Yeah, dude, I'm pretty sure you can just pop this thing out. Pretty sure. I don't know if you want to take my word for it. I don't want to tell you to do this and you break it, but I almost think you could do this and just pop it off. I don't know. Just trying to find a good way to like get in there because I don't want to like rip my plastic or rubber. If I break it, man, I can fix it. This actually looks like it's like kind of coming off. That's weird. Yeah, dude, I'm almost positive that you could pop those off because it's hard plastic on hard plastic. I mean, that's how I did it to. So here's an example. So, like this old Nightwing here that I've got. So like you can see how their hips have the drop hips though, which are really nice. So how his hips like drop down like so, and then you can take this right here and just pop it off like that. Boom. And this is basically, this is the same way this Triceraton is made. He just has the drop hip. So with the drop hip, you're able to get under here and actually pop it off. And then to get it back on, you just pop that baby back on. I'm not sure, man. If you figure it out, let me know. I'd love to know. But yeah, I don't have any reason to do it right now other than education or curiosity. And NECA figures are not easy to get a hold of. I fixed my fair share for sure, but I'm almost positive you could pop it out. It's driving me crazy. Yeah, if he didn't have this like diaper thing, then you could just get right in there. Oh, you might be able to go in the back like this. So come in through the back like this, and you might be able to go out. From the hard plastic. There you go. That's how you do it. So yeah, you want to go under from the back, get it into the plastic slot, hold the leg and the your pet or whatever you're using to pry it out, and then you'll just literally just pry it out. Just like that. There you go. And then I'm assuming to put them back in, because you can see they've got like little slots in here that are meant to keep them in. So I imagine, oh boy, yeah, he's gonna be tough to get it back on. Let's see if I can just, yeah, that's gonna be my luck. I'm not gonna be able to get it back on. So I'll tell you right now, they're easy to get off, but to get them back on, that's gonna be the fun part, I bet. A little off topic, I'm fixing a chip in the veneer on my nightstand. I'm currently sanding down the putty and I'm going to paint over it. Anything I'm missing? No. You know, Corey sometimes, he suggests if there's any like any imperfections or whatever, you can wet sand it. So you can put some, I guess, little bit of water on your sandpaper and wet sand it if it's not getting the smoothness you need. That might be the only thing, man. I've done some woodwork and painting though, quite a bit with my grandfather, so. But I generally don't paint a lot, I stain. Stain a lot, I like staining. So yeah, if you want to pop them back on, here's a good get them against your knee or something, unless you just got good grip strength. Line it up, get your thumb right here on the side, get it with this and your thumb, and then pop it back in. So Ringer, I hope that helped. I will experiment on my most beloved toys for Crew Maru. You guys need to know these things. Hope that helped. Alright guys, I think I'm going to go eat some food, and I think I'm going to go play some video games. Or, if I do end up getting back online, we might be doing a chat. So me, Casting Cave, and some other people. I'm not sure if he's going to be down. It's only 7:40, so the night is still young. I might throw out a group, like a what are those, the Facebook rooms. So if anybody, if any of you guys are on Facebook, then you could always add me as a friend. I'm not on Facebook, but I'm on the Messenger. But I will open those rooms up so anybody can join in. You can come in, you can show your face, we can talk face to face, we can have some fun in there too. If we do end up going live, I'll post on Instagram being like, hey, you can come here, here's the link, and just come join us. But that's it for tonight, and let's just end here. I hope you guys learned something tonight. if anything. It was fun. It's always fun with you guys hanging out. Thank you again for all the support, for your views, for your comments, for the interaction here. You guys are awesome, man. You're my crew Maru. I mean, that's it. I love that title. I love that you guys are here, supporting this thing that we do. You know, this repairing toys, so people don't have to keep buying different ones. But, anyways, as always, oh, sorry, I just opened up a deal. As always, we fix stuff like this. We have fun. So take care out there.